Hello and welcome on to this Warcraft replay. Um, Before you guys think of it, yes, I did take a little bit of a break, almost a week break. Well, you know, New Year's and all that. Just spending some time by myself, I guess you could say. Um, and yeah, either way, I do apologize. AWC will be The rest of AWC will be coming up very soon. This is another series from the Group A round of 10. I'm a little slow on this. Hell, it's almost been a month since the AWC actually started, and it's been at least 2 or 3 weeks since it actually ended. So, yeah, I am kind of dropping the ball on that, but oh well. Either way, on the topish of the right bottom of the map we have FoCuS spawning in as the grey orc player, and his opponent is going to be XiXi spawning in as the blue night elf player on the lower region of the bottom right corner. I seriously hate Turtle Rock because of these crappy spawning locations. It's no problem when it's not a close spawn, but it actually is a close spawn this time, so yeah, really hate that. Either way, I believe this is like the fourth last series of Group A. Fourth last? I have no idea. I'm pretty sure I have at least 4 to go. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yay. And then I'll move on to Group B, and then I'll have about like 20 or so series to cast, and then I will move on to the grand finals. I would imagine that would be like 2, maybe 3 months later. It might be a little bit exaggeration, but you know, you get what I'm saying right now. Demon Hunter versus Blade Master is going to be the matchup here. Demon Hunter is going to pick himself, hopefully a good item from that turtle. It's gonna be +3 in agility from those slippers of agility, so yeah, I guess that is kind of alright. Generally, I don't think that many items from those kind of creep camps can actually benefit that Demon Hunter at all. Um, it's either the +3 attribute items, it's either the circlet, which I think it's probably the best for the Demon Hunter. There is the Cloak of Shadows, there's the +2 ring, and there's the Claws of Attack. So I think the circlet might be the best item for the Demon Hunter. It could be the claws, but I generally see Demon Hunters sell those claws instead of actually utilizing them. And a rather odd location for FoCuS to actually claim that Watch Award over there. Won't be able to see that much, in fact, especially in nighttime as well, because vision is so reduced in that time period, I guess. And FoCuS was not able to pick up a Wisp due to quick reaction time from XiXi, able to get that detonation off instead. So it is nighttime. The Blade Master got himself +3 ring from this Ogre Magi camp. Not necessarily the best item for that Blade Master, and yeah, he's gonna hold on to it for now. He is rather low, and of course he did purchase himself those double salves. Tier 2's on the way, most likely from both players, and yes it is. I just, you know, I'm very curious on what XiXi's actually gonna go for. Ancient of Lores or Ancient of Winds. We shall see as Tier 2 actually nears its completion, as we can actually indicate whether or not he's going for either one through the timing of the Hunter's Hall, assuming that he actually places down a Hunter's Hall. And FoCuS just pumping out more grunts. Ooh, was the Demon Hunter able to slip through there? I'm not sure. Or maybe he just didn't want to risk it. The boots of speed on that Demon Hunter will pretty much make him one of the fastest units in the game. Ogre Warrior Camp's gonna be cleared up by the Blade Master. He's just gonna take the item and leave. He did pick himself another Circlet of Nobility, and what is he thinking? He might actually go for that other Watcher camp. Or maybe later on, who knows. 3 archers versus 4 grunts. Not a good matchup here, but FoCuS is going to be the one on the run. Probably a little scared that the Demon Hunter might be nearby, which he is actually not. And did the Demon Hunter take the camp? No, he did not. He just actually checked it out instead. He does have boots, gloves, and +3 agility. Firelord is going to be the second hero of choice here, and we do not have a Hunter Soul, so that will mean Ancient of Winds. I don't think we have a Hunter Soul. Either way, Ancient of Wind is going to be coming down. Dots plus the Firelord is an interesting choice. If you don't know what the Firelord is, he is probably one of the most squishiest of heroes, especially from the Tavern selection, and of course he has a couple of abilities. He has obviously the one we saw right there, which was the spawn, the lava spawns, which is basically a weaker version of the water elementals, but their gimmick is that however so many attacks they do against living organic units, they will be able to split themselves off into 2, and then those split spawns will be able to do the same as well. The only catch is that, you know, they're usually focused very quickly, and of course their lifetime after each consecutive split is reduced. So there is technically a limit, I guess you could say. Either way, Firelord does have himself that cyber preservation. Might be able to save this archer. We did see him save another archer before. There we go. Nice preservation right there. And the Demon Hunter might be able to pick up a grunt for himself. No, he will not, as the speed scroll has been used and a Tauren Chieftain has been spotted as the second hero for FoCuS. We haven't seen a Tauren Chieftain in quite some time, and usually it would still be the Shadow Hunter in this kind of matchup. But the Tauren Chieftain, with that Endurance Aura, hopefully will be able to make his grunts a little bit better. I believe the Ancient of Winds have been placed down, and yes they have. Adept training's on the way, and tier 3 is also nearly completed as well. So yeah. Surprisingly enough, it's XiXi the Night Elf player, being the aggressor right now. Usually you would see the Orc player being more aggressive and way more powerful. Archers will be able to utilize those Moonwells, will force XiXi to go for the Moonstone, as 2 of the Moonwells have been dried out. The Blade Master really needs to be careful right there. He is low on mana, so he can't risk, I guess, exchanging blows with the Demon Hunter and Firelord. He could get caught out, which would be unfavorable. Healing Salve, just continually healing that Blade Master. There we go with the Lava Spawn, splitting itself off. We'll be able to have its renewed spawn lifetime, but of course it is a little shorter than previous. Level 2 Demon Hunter, level 1 Firelord versus a level 1 Blade Master, level 1 Tauren Chieftain. This is a very low level hero game from both players. That's generally because that they really haven't been focused creeping, or at least anything of that sort. I believe XiXi is high because I guess he just picked off a couple of grunts before. Either way, FoCuS is going to lose himself one of those Orc burrows. Oh, actually no. It looks like XiXi actually focused his target on the Blade Master, who does have the Fairy Fire, so he can't escape from by using Windwalks, and a TP scroll will be used on that Firelord. Spirit Lodge has been placed down, but that was actually a very late Spirit Lodge. FoCuS did attack this base before. I don't know, that is rather late. Anyway, we have a Goblin Tinker as the third hero for XiXi. That is going to be a rather odd combination, really. Firelord Tinker. I would imagine Pocket Factory as its first ability. Pocket Factory basically spawns little guys that can blow themselves up. They're basically acting as a front line for this very squishy and very backline-ish army. Archers and dots not necessarily the front line you would want. So I would understand that Goblin Tinker pick. Meanwhile, over at FoCuS' place, he does have the Fairy Fire on his units, so you know, element of surprise is not necessarily his strongest point so far because, well, those Fairy Fires basically reveal those units. Greater Healing Potion has been jacked by the Blade Master, which I guess is a nice pick right there. And I would assume, yeah, the Spirit Walkers are coming in. They don't have Disenchant immediately, which is why the app training is queued up as well. So, yep. In order for dots to be useful, they need to, I guess, do way better than Spirit Walkers. Because Spirit Walkers basically counter dots with Disenchants, basically making them a little less effective. And, well, Disenchant doesn't really cost that much mana compared to Cyclone. Cyclone costs about 200 mana, which is basically half of a Master's Dots mana pool. So yeah. But seeing as that was a very late Spirit Lodge, this might not work out so well for FoCuS. Okay, here we go with this attack. The fire lava spawn can't really split itself off by attacking buildings. That is not under that criteria. The Pocket Factory is being focused down. Spirit Link is being casted, and there we go with the Cyclones. They don't necessarily last that long on those heroes, but you know, a couple seconds out of the fight definitely would make a big difference. Either way, Tinker has been preserved back to his own base. One dot will be taken out, but seeing as he is so cheap, not really that impactful. Turn Chieftain is going to be taken down at level 1, which is going to be a rather unfortunate loss for FoCuS. I guess pretty much even losses for both players. XiXi lost himself a couple of units, but FoCuS lost himself, what was it? A Turn Chieftain. Voodoo Lounge is being rebuilt. It was sniped before. Unfortunately, XiXi was not able to take down any Orc Burrows, which might have been useful. It would have actually delayed the revival of that Turn Chieftain a little bit. But that's pretty much that. Ancient of War is being brought along to this fight. It is taking him forever to actually get there. It took the entire duration of that previous fight for him to even cross the river. So here we go with another fight. Demon Hunter is going to use a health potion to, I guess, heal up. Blade Master might be the next target for XiXi if he actually intends to snipe the heroes down. Turret Chieftain is back again, and yes, the Blade Master is actually being focused down, but FoCuS will be able to bring him back, hopefully to the back of the base, and yes, he will. Spirit Link's not necessarily good on the Blade Master right now because he is very low health. And there we go. Of course, healing salves can't really be purchased anymore because Voodoo Lounge has been taken out by XiXi, and this is looking rather favorable for XiXi actually. Goblin Tinker has also been returned to the fight. Turn Chieftain will die once again, and the Fire Lord is very close to level 3 as well. I kind of forgot to actually explain his other abilities, but that's probably not going to be seen at all, mainly because Fire Lord's only used for lava spawns. Either way, Kodo Beast also low on health. The Voodoo Lounge has yet to be completed. The Blade Master really can't really live with this. This is generally why the Shadow Hunter might be taken in this circumstance, because the Blade Master can just easily be healed back up. Either way, still quite a few dots available for XiXi right now. I would imagine him training up more. Yes, he is actually getting more as we speak. The Ancient of War is still doing damage as well. The Blade Master is going to eat himself that Spirit Link, which will bring him down back to critical health. I guess a minor mistake right there, or maybe just a safety precaution. XiXi will lose himself that Ancient of War. These Orc Burrows, if you haven't realized, have been shooting the entire duration of the fight, which, I mean, you have to, I guess, try not to underestimate, I guess, those Orc Burrows, because they actually do quite a bit, especially against dots. Either way, Blade Master pretty much one hit away from death. He does have a health pot, finally, from this Voodoo Lounge, but that will only heal about 150. I would imagine XiXi is just going to rush through this right now. Clockwork Goblins are going to be attacking or rallying up to those Orc Burrows. And there we go with this fight. Health quotient has been quaffed, but the Blade Master doesn't have the best items at all. Demon Hunter is very, very low. There we go with Cyclones. They're pretty much the Desperation Cyclones right now. Cycloning basically anyone to prevent that Demon Hunter's death. We have a lot of dots still for XiXi, and his Demon Hunter, I would believe, would use those moon walls to just get back in there, and yes, he is actually doing so. Firelord does have, what was it called, Soul Burn? Yeah, it is. Soul Burn on the Blade Master. It just amplifies the damage dealt to units. It's Soul Burn's basically a hero killer. And there we go with the GG from FoCuS. That might have been a little bad in my part, but I do apologize. But either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in game 2. Take care.